Well, everyone, there is an iPhone out there or a group of iPhones that I would probably recommend you to go ahead and get rid of. Now, these specific iPhones are the iPhone 6S, 6S Plus, and the iPhone SE first generation. But on top of that, really any iPhone that's older than these iPhones as well. Now, why are these iPhones, iPhones you should be getting rid of? Well, the first thing I'm going to tell you is that the iPhone 6S, 6S Plus, and iPhone SE are in a very interesting spot where these are potentially going to be the oldest supported iPhones currently, but they are not going to be getting the next version of software. Now, this happens every once in a while. It's not an every single day thing or every single year thing. The iPhone 6S, honestly, and any iPhone that has the A9 chip inside of it, surprisingly lasted way longer than we initially thought they were going to. We initially thought that these iPhones were going to last maybe up until iOS 13, possibly a little bit further than that, which was actually pretty insane. We weren't expecting these iPhones to be getting, software support for as long as they did, so that in and of itself is actually really, really insane. Now, in this specific case, I'm probably going to tell you, going up to something like the iPhone 7 or 7 Plus may be a better option for probably a majority of you watching and listening to this video. If you have any iPhone that's older than a 7, I think the 7 is a good, budget tier phone if you don't want to spend a crazy amount of money but you still want to get software support. In my understanding from everything that I'm seeing, iOS 16 may end up being a pretty decent sized update. It may mean that this iPhone, with the 6S, 6S Plus, and iPhone SE, those iPhones are probably not going to be getting that next version of software. So because of that, you are going to be in a really good situation if you own and currently own an iPhone like the iPhone 7 or 7 Plus. So because of that, I would recommend getting rid of those older iPhones that you currently have and going straight up to something like the 7 and 7 Plus. Now, another thing I do want to add is that potentially Apple may end up, continue to release software updates for security updates on iOS 15. So what does that mean? Well, maybe iOS 15, if it ends at 15.6 or whatever, right? Maybe Apple will continue to give 15.6.1, 15.6.2 specifically for the iPhone 6S and those devices. In my opinion, it's kind of a rarity. I don't think Apple's going to be doing this per se, but I do think it's an option that Apple will have. And I do think, from what they did with iOS 14, it's just opening up the gates for them to give us this ability. Again, I don't know if it's going to 100% happen, but I do think it's one of those things that could end up happening, and I think that would be a really cool thing in this specific example. So, in my opinion, if you own an iPhone like the 6S, the original iPhone 6S, or the iPhone 6S Plus, or the first generation iPhone SE, you are going to be in a really good situation if you just update these iPhones right now and kind of just move on. I would recommend just moving on to the 7 or 7 Plus. I think the iPhone 10 is a great value per dollar, and I do think any iPhone after that is good too, but if you are in one of those iPhones, go up to the iPhone 10, you're going to be in a much better situation in my opinion. So that kind of covers it up. If you have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.